Don't mind me, folks, just causing chaos as per usual. All right. My Jesus, I love thee, I know thou art mine. For thee all the follies of sin I resign. My gracious Redeemer, my Saviour art thou. If ever I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. I love thee because thou hast first loved me and purchased my pardon on Calvary's tree. I love thee for wearing the thorns on thy brow. If ever I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. I'll love thee in life, I will love thee in death, praise thee as long as thou lendest me breath, and say when the debt too lies cold on my brow, if ever I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. In mansions of glory and endless delight, I'll ever adore thee in heaven so bright. I'll sing with the glittering crown on my brow, my Jesus, I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. I love that next song. Let's get to sing next time. Okie dokie, cheese and smoky. Sound on? Yes. We're not quite so loud, so we can actually hear what's going on. Get that up and running. Cat is not there right now, sorry. But, you know. This is, however, this really cute picture of a hedgehog. I think I'm using Malice. I think. Okay, so we got Malice, Satara, Tenebris. Oh heavens, I've got a ton of stuff in my downloads that I was supposed to put. Oh, goodness gracious. Haha. Oopsies. I'm gonna have to go through these. I did a bunch of AI stuff and kind of forgot. Got Silly Goose. Got Fernie. Dahlia's not back. We don't have Whisper and we don't have Malik. Unfortunate. But that's a pretty solid lineup. I'll accept that. Alright. I have returned.
Welcome back.
Chaos, it has come to my attention. I does not have a character sheet of yours.
I forgot to do that.
How dare you? How will I ever move on with my life?
Hold on. Forgot to do what?
Character sheet.
Character sheet.
I have the character sheet.
Yes,
Not
the
even
only thing
finished.
there's his name.
So,
There's a name, that's it. There's a name of the fact that it's you playing.
Chaos,
That's it.
I'm sending you a PDF of a D&D you can fill out. Fill that out, send it back to me.
How could just D&D be that?
This is the one that this is the template that you used, Sav.
Yeah, all you have to know about is that MLR who I have his name, obviously. You have that he's human, and then the player name. That is it. Nothing else on here.
Because MS Paint was the best thing ever invented on Windows, we will also have that up for funsies. Because that means I can draw you guys stuff. Where's the reverse button? Control Z.
Going.
So let me share my screen for y'all. Also, if you guys do have the opportunity to watch my Twitch or Kick or YouTube, the watching, even if it's just in the background, does help a lot.
Apparently Twitch nowadays just shuts down your background.
It still does count as like a partial. Especially if you're using something like Brave browser to watch it, because they cannot track that on Brave.
Alright, I shall stop.
Yeah. It's like how YouTube is hating me because of...
Yeah, Brave and DuckDuckGo, they cannot track that on because they are private browsers and do not share that data with Twitch. Because that goes beyond the user agreement and a lot of laws in a lot of countries about privacy.
You know, I don't think they care about all of the privacy. You get lawsuits.
Well, actually, no, these two particular ones, DuckDuckGo and Brave, were, especially Brave, was made with that design because they were sick and tired of people's data constantly getting swiped and sold.
Wasn't DuckDuckGo in some hot water, though?
They did do something stupid recently, yes. However, it is nothing near what Facebook and other platforms have done.
True.
Oh,
It was more of a data leak than it was deliberate.
I mean, I do use a different thing. I don't use Google or...
If you're looking for one that
Brave,
isn't like kind of a middle ground, Opera ain't bad.
I used to do Opera. I'm on Startpage right now, but...
I've actually not heard of that one before.
Yeah.
The main reason you guys almost always see me using Chrome is because it integrates best with streaming, which is annoying, but it does, and most games. My sister found this out the other day when she couldn't log into her Genshin account because she had her main browser, her default browser, set to Brave, and it wouldn't let her sign in for the life of her, even if when she was signed in. Or no, it wasn't even Brave, she was using Edge, and I said, no, you need to switch your main one over to Chrome. She switched it over to Chrome, immediately logged her in. She's like, how? I'm like, Chrome is designed for this, that's why. Most other browsers are not designed, most games rather, are not designed for most browsers. They are built with Chrome in mind, which is really frustrating, and that's why I want my computer to eventually be dual boot with a Linux system and this, so I can do Linux and experiment with what will actually work and what won't, because Windows has done enough to piss me off lately. But for my streaming purposes, I have to first figure out what streaming and games I can use on Linux before I switch over. So it's mildly lame, but...
Abby, help. What the hell am I doing?
What are you doing? Do you need help building it?
What are you trying to do?
Also, if you go to the
I don't
D&D
know,
channel...
I'm trying to download image.
Oh. Are you on a computer? Phone?
I'm talking on my computer, but I'm trying to use my phone.
Okay, literally, if you're trying to download it onto your phone, right-click it, and it should have a download or something. Actually, no, that's wrong. I take that... Oh, maybe?
Yes. It's a phone.
Let me
So
double
just right click on my phone.
Sorry, my apologies. Long hold it or tap it should work.
Does it mean I click with my right hand instead of and not my left?
So if you literally... On the right side, you should see an arrow with a line underneath it. Tap that.
Oh, that I'm just gonna write it in my sketchbook.
I need you to send me the PDF because I keep everybody's PDFs so I can double check things before I do something that your player cannot do. There's a whole bunch of reasons why I want them on my computer, but that is one of the major ones.
You realize some of us are creative on how we plan on doing something. You can't plan against that, right?
Of course not, but at least I can plan for the fact that I don't push you all in a bunch of hot water when some of you are not resistant to something, and I just let you walk into
hot
it.
water sounds like a spa day.
Huh? Hot
Sounds
water?
like a spa day.
It's an expression in English that means you're in deep shit.
Yeah, but in hot water in this case, tiefling, what's it called?
I know.
So
I realized
would
the logic
assume
was
that
lost.
you would like tennis.
I realized the logic was lost on you. Being in hot water is an English expression that means you are effed.
Or taking a bath. I'm just saying. I don't. Want
No. If you say somebody's in hot water, it means they're in a whole lot of trouble because they done messed
I'm
up.
messing with you, right?
Can somebody slap him for me, please?
Damn. I will.
Hey, don't worry. You
can
can
for you.
you know what? Let's not say what I was gonna say.
I heard you say that you don't like cold showers. But I can tell you, it's so nice when you've been stuck in a house that has no AC As in, it's been warmer inside the house than it has been outside.
I don't think you get it. I'm from a very hot place, so when I was back home, I would actually enjoy a hot shower in those days. But ever since coming to the US or Canada, I will not take a cold shower because that will kill me, and I am already freezing in my room.
See,
So let's just
I
say
was born
I'm
in the
happy.
wrong climate too because I run a lot colder than most people.
I like cold, and I was born in Florida, so, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually cold. Never once have I enjoyed a cold shower. But the other day, when I showered, I kept like nudging the faucet, whatever, so that way it's colder.
Huh?
Heated ice cold. I was like, oh, it felt so good.
Also, guess what, guys?
Not happy.
On Twitch, I am at 395 followers.
Nice.
I am 5 away from 400. So I'm very excited.
I just make 5 alt accounts and then unfollow them right when you do like the celebration.
How dare you? How dare you?
Okay, since I'm not in the campaign, you guys can keep going while I figure this out.
We have to wait for me. Well, technically, we're waiting on Savvy and Silver. You two are exploring anyways. You two are exploring the house
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
that. Also, which reminds me, how the hell
I'm
did
at 50
how the hell did
followers
I
on
break
Kick.
it?
How did I not realize this?
What?
I'm on 50 followers on Kick.
The silver dropped the
Yes, which I ended up thinking about it the other time. How the hell did you hear me breaking a glass in a soundproof, soundless area?
No, she didn't hear you.
Yeah, but
I watched you.
Yeah, she was literally watching you, my man.
I honestly forgot you have a pick.
yeah, so see, here's the reason why I decided to use Mage Hand for this. One, I have wings. Forget that part, right? Not small ones.
Okay. I have 21 subscribers on YouTube. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm one of them.
Oh, thank you. How do we see that I'm live? Where does it let me see that I am live?
I was 2 of those, but
Oh, there it is. It sees that. What do you mean you was 2 of those?
no reason.
Did you unfollow me when you didn't like me?
I said 2 of those. Let's just say I have an alt account which I use when I want to mess with people.
Rude.
Yeah, there was a 30-minute delay for me to do anything, so I gave up and unfolded.
Okay. Okay, if I do this as a split screen, how do I do split screen? I always forget how.
You mean
On a phone, you can do split screen. I'm trying to make it so I can watch
You can
all
do it.
3 of my streams at the same time on my phone.
really?
YouTube, Twitch, Kick.
Why?
Because it does count as a view on Kick and YouTube. But for
Right,
Twitch,
yeah.
I want to see the replay.
There we go.
You can do split screen on phone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I've done it before on accident.
And I just have to remember how to do it. That's the thing, is I don't remember. It does depend on the application. Some of them allow it, some of them don't.
Sorry, I can't remember.
What are you trying to figure out?
Okay,
I
one
don't
sec.
think
I'm
we're
taking my
decided
hat.
on a
I'm
class.
taking my thing off. Hold on.
Trying to remember which is which between warlocks and sorceries.
Oh.
Like, what do you...
Well, a sorcerer, they there's born being able to use magic. It kind of
Or
runs
something.
through their blood.
Yeah, or something
Um,
causes you to have magic.
Yeah, something kind of causes it to. Versus the warlock, you essentially have like a patron, this separate being that's granting you the ability to use magic.
Okay, so if I was born a human sacrifice, technically has magical within them, but then studies book later on in life to actually use the magic.
I guess sorcerer. Probably.
Yeah, see, you're running into the dilemma which I was having to deal with the entire day today. I was trying to build a Grim Reaper type character,
I was in veggie heaven.
and yeah, problems. One thing I could say is,
there you go.
if you use the 2024 Warlock, you could actually just take like maybe 2 levels because it doesn't say what Warlock you are. You're just a Warlock, and you could take you know the Pact of the Tome feature.
Nope, I don't read shit.
Well, Pact of the Tome is now a invocation, so you basically have this magic book granted to you, like a grimoire.
A grimoire, not a grimoire. That's a different thing, actually. A grimmer is, I believe, a creature. A grimoire is a book.
Grimoire.
Thank you.
Just to figure out stats, it's 3d6s,
Oh,
right?
my phone does not like me.
You could roll just 3d6, or if you want, you can roll 4d6. Get rid of the lowest roll, and then you add up the others.
Why don't you just use an array? I feel like that's easier and makes sense.
You could, but this way works too. There's also the point system, although I don't remember exactly how that would work. I mean, like, I know how it works, I just don't remember the numbers
Or yeah,
for
4d6s.
Yeah, I prefer the array system just because it makes more sense. Like, imagine I'm supposed to be a smart character, but because of the randomness of whatever I'm using, I'm the dumb one. Oh, I'm supposed to be a wizard.
Well, because when you're rolling for the stats, you don't have to immediately choose where you're putting the number when you roll it. You just kind of write down the number and then wait until you have enough to be able to put out your stats and then decide,
Yeah,
I
but
want
still.
this number here, and I want the lower number there.
Okay, so the reason I don't like to do that is because of 2 major reasons. One, if on a multi-class, I do have a requirement to meet certain level. And second, you could still roll like all of them 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It's possible.
That's why a lot of people will re-roll the ones, but then if you get a 1 after re-rolling, then you just keep it.
I haven't re-roll another one.
Friendly dice.
Going to just DJ power.
And as I said, people will re-roll a 1, but if you just end up with another 1, like you re-roll and it's still 1, then you just keep the 1.
Yeah. I've seen people with very bad luck in this game.
Okay.
If you'd like, Chaos, I can easily just grab my books, that way I can also tell you what a bunch of your modifiers would be.
There's
My headphones were
Yes,
too
those are
hot. I
perfect.
couldn't do it anymore. They're hot, heavy, metal, just overheating. I was dying. Wait, Twitch. I have a fan on. It is not blowing enough hot air. Cold air. Hot air, enough hot air away, and it's not blowing enough cold air.
You're enough luck.
Aw, kitty cat.
I'm not in a hot basement. Yes, Mr. Fritters has arrived. Yes,
Mr.
Fritters has arrived.
Look,
my soda. Sorry, guys.
Wait, do more views count if I like? I'm guessing they do count if I do this. Watching on multiple streaming services.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do both Twitch and Twitch.
Yep, so if you're watching all 3, it does count as 1 on each.
Nice.
Yes. So it is
So
much
I'm gonna do
appreciated if I
YouTube
see
as
that. If you do that.
my Wi-Fi does not have the capacity.
No, that's okay. If your Wi-Fi doesn't like capacity, that's totally fine. You can also turn down the resolution exponentially to like the lowest, which it's not 720. It's one other one. I don't remember. There's one below 720.
Let me get you.
Yeah,
in that
480.
area.
It sounds about right.
There's like more.
Alright, it's on all three. Alright.
Alright. Well, thank
Quality
you.
144. Who's good?
Because yeah, the more of you guys watch, the more Twitch, Kick, and YouTube actually push my content out there to more people.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm liking your streams. I think so.
So even though you guys aren't actually watching it, it does help a lot.
Also, apparently, I don't know how this works, but apparently, I don't know if it works for you, but like YouTube King said, he prefers instead of people just muting the tab, he asked them to do it at 1%. I wonder what that.
Yes, because they can detect that. So if you leave it at like the bare minimum, which you can't hear hardly 1% if at all, but it's enough where it leaves that open, and they're like, yeah, they're actually paying attention to it.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. That it just feels like how.
Or it could just mute it in the voice thing on my computer.
This is true,
If it
yes. You can
doesn't
also
glitch.
mute it there and they won't know. Lots of different workarounds. So it's not annoying as all good up, but also still does the thing. So yeah.
Savvy, for the base stats,
Let's see what I'm doing on your stream right now for all three of them.
I have that somewhere. I think I saved it in the D&D chat.
Okay, what are you wanting? Sorry,
10 is like a negative 1.
1.
Savvy, correct me if I'm wrong, but 10 sounds like a negative 1.
10?
10 is a 0.
10, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 0.
Oh, my bad.
I'm just
Every plus 2 from that is a 1.
here, right there. Yeah, 10 is a 0.
Also, if you don't have dice, you can go into the pinned in D&D and there is a online dice roller.
Oh, I have dice, don't worry.
Had effect.
Yeah, both Chaos and I have several sets of dice.
Fantastic.
I was
have-
gonna say, sound like someone.
I have a total of 13 sets.
That sounds very dicey.
Why?
Oh my goodness.
What's a 12?
Why not? 12, that's plus 1.
14?
What about...
14 is plus 2. Here, I'm just gonna send this to you. Send you the thing I'm
That
looking
sounds
at.
fun. What's 16?
Yeah, well see, I'm also trying to message my brother. So you know,
Oh, yeah. What's a 16?
B-O-U...
16? Oh, that...
That's like plus 3?
Plus 3. No.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Good thing. There you go. Now you can look at it on your own.
Hey. I'm lazy.
There we go. I know you're lazy. You're the one that put off helping me clean the kitchen for a solid day. You just ignored the kitchen.
And we both did that.
Well, you're welcome.
Keep your back off and just close the tab so you would stop looking at the
Oh
lanterns.
goodness. I totally forgot to write the base of this. Uh-oh.
Okay, at this point, I don't think you two are. I think you two are. You might as well just call yourselves roommates.
7 foot large oak door. Okay, that was the
You
first
might as well be roommates, yes.
Okay. This was the front door. Quite literally, because this thing is just huge.
Oh, I lost my note.
That's okay. I totally forgot to write the floor plan for the house, so give me a second. Oof. Okay, so you guys walk in. Oh, and then there was, oh, I gotta write some of this upside down. Window.
Windows XP.
You need anything but the base stats immediately?
I
Stare
heard
at the
you,
camera
but
and stop
I'm not
looking,
sure
Cody.
what you asked.
He is staring at the camera, for the record. He is here. I can't show you very well, but he is. He's got his head tilted back. He's being cute, actually.
Aw, Mr. I
Fritters.
forgot your name, but
No, he
Fritters.
was trying to get my attention, the little fluff. Hi, babes. Aww. He likes his nose scritches, which is the
Aw.
funniest thing.
Look at
Aw,
Mr.
hi,
Fritters.
baby. That's my little fluff bean, huh? I did hardly
Gee,
give
that's
it
a lot
any
of tabs.
attention since I got home.
Yeah.
Please don't do it.
A lot of tab.
You know, isn't someone who works in tech support, shouldn't they be the first one to update on the last tabs?
So
Or,
funny
Capita?
enough, that almost doesn't actually matter. And I'll show you why. Hold on. Okay. I will show you, and you're gonna laugh. So, Task Manager, yeah? If you go here, and I go to Google Chrome, it says 30, right? So if I exit out of this one, you guys see how many tabs I've got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so I have 25 tabs. I close this one. And then I open up this one. It has 1. Okay? I go back to here, and it says I have 12. It doesn't make a difference.
With the amount of tabs you have?
It doesn't. Chrome will still run just as many stupid, if not more, background processes if you only have 1 open or if you have 25 open.
This is
doesn't
why I
care.
don't use Chrome, but I get why you are. You said best gaming. Yeah.
So yeah, and like it's shutting some of them down because it's done its thing.
Let me say how much my Firefox is doing right now.
Yeah, Firefox does just about as much as Chrome.
Like
It's
3 or 5.
pretty bad. So yeah, when I shut
Mine's
this
doing like
off,
3 or 5.
you'll see Chrome go away, and then if I do it with, say, this other one, which I, no, I have stuff open on that one. You guys can't see that. Never mind. And it goes, and you'll just watch it. It cranks itself back up, but still, like, 1 gave you 12, 25 gave you 30. It doesn't matter.
Then again, my
And the reason it-
extensions on
It's taking so much
Firefox prevent
CPU right now is
things
because it's just turned on. Give it about 2 more minutes and that CPU usage will crank itself back down. It's not fantastic for smaller computers, yeah, sure, but it really doesn't make that big of a difference if you
Hey.
have 30 tabs open or 1.
Last I remember, we were talking about a cat.
We were, because he's being adorable.
Yeah, no, that's
Valid.
Yeah, already it's
forgotten
down
how
to
many
like
skills
13, 10%, 5, 6, there you go. It's cranked itself right down to almost nothing because all the tabs have loaded and done their thing. Oh, yeah, you can lick my finger? Oh.
I do have extensions that prevent some of the, Google processes.
Yeah,
which
no,
is
it does
probably
take
why
a decent chunk of memory,
Firefox,
but like a third of what Discord's taking. So it's really not a big deal.
I wonder, how come you guys
OBS is what takes a lot of my GPU. Discord takes a lot as well, actually, of your GPU. And
Yeah,
that's
but
because
still,
I'm
it's
talking
first
to
time.
people right now. It does put itself down. Sometimes it'll jump back up, just depending who's talking, how high quality their voice stuff is, yada yada.
Which RAM do you have?
My RAM? 64? Oh yeah, I built her like a tank. The only thing I will be eventually upgrading in the near future is my 3060. Because I wanted a 3080 Ti. But I'm not complaining because I got it for like $100, so. One of my coworkers didn't need it anymore because they just upgraded to like a 4070 or something like that. Or I think they got a 3090 or something, 3080 perhaps. And they're
skills
just.
am I supposed to fill out?
How many what?
How many skills do I have to pick?
My internet's still being a pain in the arse though, which is frustrating, but.
I mean, your background and your background race and custom speed and
Yeah, the GP is really
In class.
Your proficiencies.
sticking it pretty good.
So first of all, your saving throws are Constitution and Charisma. Then your skills, you get to pick 2 from there's Arcana, Deception, Insight, Intimidation, Persuasion, and Religion. Of those 6, you get to pick 2 of them.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna send you what I have so far. I don't think I'm looking at. I had to download a different character sheet because I could not get the other one to work.
Can I shut any of
Because-
these tabs off?
This is what I have so far.
There's a message.
House creatures. Oh, I need that one.
Snap.
I need that one. I was going to watch that. I was listening to this stuff. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I downloaded a Firefox extension that shows exactly what time it is where I am.
Also, Savvy, this website, I gotta share it with you, but it is dope. I'm gonna pin it.
Can you share it with me too?
Yes, I'm gonna pin it in the D&D chat, so you guys all get to
Yeah, let's see.
it. It will generate you maps of whatever you want. So houses, forests. Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, the character sheet you have is the same as what I got here.
Okay, so there are, so you can do the realm, cities, villages, caves, glades, dungeons, and dwellings. Yup. All done by the guy known as Powerful Websites Part something something. You should know. Hey you, oh my goodness, how come you're being so cute? Hi. Oh. Hi. Oh, baby. Hi. He's being really cute. I can't tell if he's getting me to wash
so
his
far, you're
face or
filling it
not
out
right now.
correctly.
Ouch. Oh man. Your claw in my arm, more specifically my wrist, is not appreciated.
Also, like, funky because I'm like seeing 2 people, and then also in the voice chat. It's keeping me busy, you know? I'm no longer bored.
Ah, I got distracted from drawing the map. Darn it. Okay.
Oh, I didn't fell off my chair because I shut down every system in my body which is supposed to be balanced. It's still off. You know, I should turn that back on. Right now. Okay, never mind. You know what? I'm good. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that has to be a rhetorical question.
Yes.
No.
Is which one?
Oh, I look at Mr. Fritters. Oh,
You're being cute. Really you are. Oh. He's showing off the camera.
Nice.
Mike, aww. Hi, Micah. System of RPG are you playing or setting up? You know what? If I knew what that meant, I might be able to answer that question.
Role-playing game. RPG.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm bad with acronyms. It's D&D campaign. We're about 6 sessions in at this point, I think.
Depends on who.
Like 6 actual full sessions we've had. Yeah, I actually hand draw a lot of the maps, which I can show you if you want to see some of them. I'm absolutely terrible at drawing, but you know.
Oh yeah, Silver.
Anybody playing this campaign, do not watch right now.
Casually watches the stream. Very.
When you just made us watch the stream, and now you just want to.
I know. Part of it you guys can see. I'll just not show all of it. This part, like, you guys have all seen this stuff. Like, I've described it to you, you just haven't, like, quite figured it out. This was the, this is the tavern. This is the village layout, roughly. This is the upper floor of the tavern, and then this is the, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? This is the mayor's house, but I haven't drawn it completely. This is the only part they've actually seen, plus a little bit over here that I'm just about to draw. So everything over here, I will not be showing on the stream right now, until they discover it.
Casually is showing on stream.
I haven't drawn it yet, so you ain't gonna see it yet. Huh. Stairs.
There's a 19,000 ways I could probably kill something in this game.
Actually,
exactly counts as an op.
you don't
I
know
have to
what it
figure
is
that
yet.
out, because depending on that, honestly, I might have a clean plan.
Such as.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Let's just say, I wonder if something up and not alive.
Oh yeah,
It's in a
Silver.
construct, but... Yes, Mr. Rao.
Another one of the core principles is that we, with most of, this is technique wise, but with most of our techniques, we always go forward. So, you know how some martial arts back up and then do stuff and go forward and, you know, whatever? We generally don't back up.
You don't back up?
Yeah, I know you advance,
You know you don't.
usually. No,
Usually. When the situation calls for it, of course, backing up, but, you know,
and you better know how to
Yeah.
back up fast.
yeah.
Because if you have to back
Okay.
up, you done it. Made a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. But, in general, we go forward. With all of our techniques. And you see, like, the people who back up during, like, the drilling when you're not supposed to. And the reason the teachers do that is because if you keep backing up, the student can never hit you. Therefore, it's like, oh, I'm never gonna hit my teacher. You know what I mean? So, like, it's like, I'm never gonna hit my teacher. He's too good. Meanwhile, he's just backing up.
What's
So you can't hit him, you know?
Do you guys remember what
Like-
I called the stove that I described to you last time?
Yeah, you described it like one of those older pizza baking ovens.
What is that called? There is a name for it.
Don't remember.
First,
Oh, Kitty is getting a drink. A what, sorry?
A pizza oven?
No, there is an old name for it.
Earth oven, I believe.
A what oven?
Earth.
Purse.
Hold on. Send you an image.
Sorry.
I went to baker school,
Ah.
so like
mhm.
probably right. Thing?
That's not what I wanted. No, not you. Sorry, I'm talking to stupidity at Google. Like the bottom one? Yeah, the bottom one.
So a hearth oven is an oven specifically made where there's stone on the bottom that you cook pizzas and doughs directly onto.
Brick oven.
That is the definition.
It's a brick oven. Yeah. What were you calling it?
Workstation.
Hearth.
Purse? As in P-U-R-S.
Hold on.
Masonry oven. Hearth. Oh, yeah, hearth. Hearth is a little different because a hearth is specifically also to generate heat for the house. That's the part in front of it where you can sit down, the hearth of a fireplace. That is a part of it.
Oh.
It's not the oven itself. At least I think so. Brick oven, deck oven, or
I don't know. That's just what bakers professional bakers call it.
They just call it a hearth. Huh.
And the specific description is it's
Okay,
an oven where
well,
you directly bake on the stone at the bottom.
yes, correct. Well, I've got two options because it's either going to be a brick oven or a masonry oven. Who wants what? Or we can call it a Gosney dome because that's hilarious. That's apparently dual fuel wood and gas, so no, we can't go with that one. Aw. So brick oven. Who wants brick oven?
I'm calling it something that makes me remember it's a brick oven, and what the heck magical word did you spell?
A Gosney. It's a popular portable dual-fueled wooden gas oven known for its versatility and ability to cook wood-fired pizzas indoors and outdoors. It's not what I was going for, though, so it's either brick oven or masonry oven. So who wants brick oven and who wants masonry oven? Chat, you are welcome to weigh in on this one. We're taking votes.
Minecraft furnace.
Not the same thing.
Furnace.
It's also not a furnace, technically, so I would like to clarify that.
Also, fun fact:
More
Links on
reason- oh,
sparring is. Oh, go ahead. Yes, sir.
Oh, I just said
Okay.
one more reason to call it.
It's a lot different than other sparring silver. It you know how in other arts like they do sparring, then they reset and then they go again.
Okay, I'm not too sure about sparring.
Okay, so in other martial arts, sparring works is they keep sparring whatever, and then when it gets into a certain situation, they reset and then they go again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just
It's
how it
called
is.
generally point sparring or reset sparring, yeah.
With us, we don't do that. We just keep going till someone gives up, or they get a busted lip.
Yeah, that's continuous sparring. It's
Yeah,
usually pain and agony.
yeah.
Pain and agony. My favorite word.
And Wing Chun is bare gloved art, so they get, like she said, pain and agony.
They don't, at least the schools I've gone to, they do not let you do continuous sparring until you are a black belt.
I'm not sure if I agree with that.
Now, we do have open sparring generally at the end of tournaments, and they'll let people who aren't black belts, but they have to know if they're going. I do believe they have to be either green or red belt. I'm pretty sure only color belts can go against color belts in open sparring, and then black belts can go against black belts. They do make the exception for red belts. Red belts can go against black belts. But even then, the black belts aren't fighting at full capacity.
But the Wing Chun doesn't use belts, so I wonder how it would do with us. Like, I don't know, you know?
I mean, do you guys do levels of any kind?
What?
Do you guys do levels of any kind?
Depends on the type. My type, no. There is one type that does, but I don't agree with the whole leveling system. At least the Wing Chun leveling system, the way it's organized. Where like,
I remember crappy Taekwondo does a system like that.
but yes, there is a type of Wing Chun that has a leveling system. Do I agree with it? Not really, because necessarily, let's say you've been doing something for 4 years at that school, right? The leveling school, right? And you know, you've been going there for 4 years. At other schools, you would, you know, learn stuff earlier than you would in the level. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
in my opinion, it just takes too long to get all of the levels. You know? Like, there's people who've been in that school for 20 years and still aren't at the max level, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know? It's like, gross. You know, in my opinion, it just takes too long, you know? I mean, I get it. It's the business style of the art. Like, you know, that's why they do it. You know? Like, to keep students, yeah.
Well, kind of, but it also, it's a dedication and maturity thing. So it's a bit of both.
Yeah. But the way he started it, he you know, he had more of a business mindset, the guy who started that type, you know?
Right.
So it's like, he wants to keep his students. So what do you do when a guy's been there for 20 years and, you know, you keep them at a certain level so they don't surpass you, or, you know, they're like, okay, I've had enough, and then just leave, you know? But which, that's unfortunate, because the guy who started it is really good at Wing Chun. I just disagree with him on some things, which, you know. Like, he may be a grandmaster of the style, and he's still alive, actually. How old is he? Look. One of the things he said you shouldn't do is weight training. Like, you should not, ever, which I
It's
disagree
funny you
with.
say that, because I don't do weight training. My body cannot handle it. It hates it. What I do is low weight, high rep. So I do hundreds and hundreds of the same rep, but with almost no weight. I may
whatever
not,
works
like,
for you
most
is
people
what I'm
see
saying.
me do that, and they're like, there's no way she can pick up 200 pounds. Guess who can pick up 200 pounds?
Yeah.
You wouldn't
But,
think it, but it's actually better for the body to do that. It is less harsh on the body, and in the long run, your body adapts better. You try doing 100 foot raises. It's where you stand on the ball of your foot, and you lift the back of your foot just up a little bit. You lift it about a couple inches off the ground, and then you put it almost to the ground and do that again. Try do 100 of those, and tell me that's not a work, because you're using your body's own weight instead. It's called, I forget what it's called. There's a specific word for body weight. Using your body weight as the weight that you're using.
But the way he
Calisthenics
framed
or-
it, though, was more like...
Calisthenics, yeah, that's the word.
The way he framed it, though, is more like you shouldn't go to the gym outside of training. Like, just the way he framed it, you know?
Okay, so I had my jujitsu instructor frame it to me this way. You should always be ready, and the way you do that is you are always doing an exercise. So if you're just standing there, use your hands, use your feet, do a squat, whatever. Make sure you are doing an exercise with some part of your body. If you are just standing there, walking there, even driving, like when he was driving, he'd have one hand doing the clamp thing, and then he'd switch his hands, right? Always be doing some form of training of strengthening your body, because we always warm up before we spar and train.
Yeah.
But in the real world, we don't really do that. So his mindset was, you need to always be stretching, always be warmed up, because when you do get in a fight, you want to be ready, because you're not going to be as ready as you were when you were doing all that stretching before training. So, I like his mindset on that because it made more sense. Whoa, I can hear myself. Yeah. So that was just kind of...
there's other stuff we disagree with just because the type of Wing Chun that I do is different from his, and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean I can't respect the guy. I may disagree with him, but I don't hate him.
Yeah, one thing I think most people need to realize: you can hate someone, but it doesn't mean you don't like or acknowledge that you did something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I might disagree with Bruce Lee on some things about Wing Chun, but do I hate Bruce Lee? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's very few people like I am genuinely on the level of hate for, and those people are, well, they kind of deserve it, but quite frankly, I, oddly enough, still wish them to be safe, because I don't want them to go to hell. So as bad as they are,
the thing that makes me mad about Wing Chun though is all those guys who are like fantasy.
I use
like,
the exact same garbage
the
bag. I
movie.
just take everything out of it and put it in the main garbage.
It acts like a fight is gonna be like the same as a
Maybe not.
movie Wing Chun fight. You know what I mean? Like,
It's just less plastic
No.
that way. I hate the amount of garbage bags we
gonna
go
happen.
through in the kitchen already, so.
Okay, well, so you don't want these then?
You can put them under the sink. They will get used.
Kitchen?
Yeah.
Well, I will just replace the bag.
I've had the same garbage bag in there and
I
in
do
here
that
since I've been here.
sometimes Too, but,
I know.
we're just,
My one thing I'm trying to save the planet with, okay?
just in the mode, and I just thought, I'd do your garbage too. So
I
just
appreciate
pull
that.
the bag
Thank
out.
you.
They'll be under the sink.
See you.
but
Upstairs.
yeah, one of the things I was saying is what makes me mad though when I see certain Wing Chun is the guys who are like acting like the movie version would work
Right.
in real life. You know what I mean? Like they act like fights like a movie fight scene. You know what I mean? Like, no,
Right.
Like I said earlier, the freaking backing up when doing the drill when you're not supposed to back up creates this illusion that you can't hit the teacher, right?
Yeah, that's
And-
kind of silly.
Yeah. When all he's really doing is backing the F up, It's really all he's doing. All you really have to do is leave that school. I'm sorry, but, Like, during that specific drill, you're always supposed to go forward into your opponent, attack their core, whatever.
Your sister made
You're
that
not
for me.
supposed to back
Not
up and
Winnie,
let
the
them
other
grab
one.
you or
It's,
let them...
Crystals?
Epsom salts and a little
What's
bit of
super easy
food
to
coloring, and then food coloring, and
For your birthday?
essential oils. Yeah,
Nice. Very pretty.
it's on the counter, so I don't actually forget to use it because you can
I
see
thought
there's
it was just
another.
on the counter for decoration.
I know, it looks nice.
It does. Really nice.
Winnie's is still sitting on the counter because I've been meaning to take a bath and use it. And when she was here the last time, she's like, I saw you haven't used it. I'm like, dude, I haven't even had a bath since Christmas. Are you kidding
Very
me?
pretty Mother's decoration. But
Thanks.
it's nice.
but the,
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, sorry, I won't bug you anymore.
one of the
It's all
other
good.
things is, like,
I'm listening.
this
Don't
is
worry.
from what...
You okay?
One of the... yeah, sorry, my mom just walked in.
Oh,
Uh,
of course.
One of the other things is, this is just personal experience, so stream if, don't hate me. So one of the types of Wing Chun that I've noticed, they do stuff that I disagree with. It's unfortunately the most popular kind, because of course it is. Traditional Wing Chun and Fun fact, he also copyrighted the phrase traditional Wing Chun, so if you try to name your school that, you're gonna get sent to copyright hell. Yay!
How lovely.
So that's fun.
Okay,
Yippee.
so I think we're good to start. Well, I mean, we were good to start a while ago. If Savvy and Silver are good to go.
I've been ready to go for a while.
Yeah, sorry,
I've
me
just been
too.
hoping Chaos get character sheets sorted out.
Okay.
Actually, I've also been doing the liberty of writing out everything for their character on like the paper character sheets as well.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's why you've been taking a while to respond.
And I also decided like a minute ago that I want to change into my pajamas. So
That's loud.
I want to be comfy. I didn't realize you meant it.
Nope, it's okay. Okay, so what do you guys remember about the kitchen?
Something about an oven.
There's also
guys
another door in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Put it down somewhere, but then I
Arch
off
of it.
Well, Silver crashed the repaired teapot and killed whatever else was in there because it was so toasted, just gone. What has my... Oh, thank you! Why is this thing such a nuisance? Ugh. Stop asking for permission when I tell you you are not allowed my notifications, you useless piece of garbage.
What's going on?
Oh, my new phone. It's like, hey, can we send you notifications for this? And I'm like, no, bugger off.
Oh, right, actually, you'll end up with 2 daggers anyway, so maybe don't pick the dagger. Sorry.
We were DMing each
I'm
other.
verbally
earlier.
responding to the message. Because you do have 2 daggers as... Maybe pick something else, otherwise you're just gonna have a bunch of daggers.
No, a bunch of daggers is perfect.
Just want a bunch of daggers.
But also, my character is essentially just hyper-competent survivalist, so it makes sense that they wouldn't have much stuff to actually survive, but a lot of stuff to just... No, a lot of stuff to survive, but not a lot to fight.
The, Great Club, it's pretty much just a glorified baseball bat.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'll do that instead then.
I have a Great Club. It's fine. It's just a glorified baseball bat.
And then I forget.
The things my siblings send to the family chat.
You know what? If I ever make a joke character, I think I'll purposely choose the Great Club for the sake of writing it down as glorified baseball bat.
Yes. Stream casually getting copyrighted because that sound is copyrighted.
I'm actually watching the original orchestra that had to make it. There is over 20 instruments involved.
Oh, that's why I'm cold. I'm sitting right under the vent.
Glad you
Excuse
figured
me,
that
what
out.
do you mean sitting under?
My room is in the basement, so the vent is in the ceiling.
Also, the only one that's going to copyright strike me on this anymore is YouTube. And they don't strike, they just full on remove your video. Let's see, how many is that? 1, 2, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, and the conductor, so yeah, 20. Cool. Also, meme. It's Missa's birthday today.
Yep, I already told her happy birthday.
Good job.
Was it before you? Was it before you?
Quite possibly. Yes, I definitely didn't forget it was my sister's birthday today.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'm going to see my YouTube live chat. Okay. So, Mr. Silver and Miss,
You were saying?
Yes, I was saying, you guys are in the kitchen. What are you gonna do?
Well, there's still the other door in the kitchen to go through.
So is that where you would like to go?
Nothing else.
Remember correctly, the general plan was to sweep the bottom floor first before even bothering with the stairs. And luckily, it's the two telepathic people that are
In the
inside.
house.
Otherwise, we would not be able to communicate.
And why would you not be able to communicate?
Because there seems to be like some sort of silence spell set upon this home, upon this mansion.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sound at all. It's almost like we're both deaf.
Alright, good job. Good recap.
Interesting analogy there. Wait, are we sure we're deaf? Or this place has sound?
She said almost like we were deaf. I think it was slightly agreed upon last
No,
session
no,
that
she
it
does
was.
have a point. Listen,
We're deaf.
if we're deaf, no, but here's the thing, we don't. Okay, how do we test if we're actually deaf or this place has sound?
We could hear perfectly
ears.
fine before we climbed in through the window.
So either you got knocked over the head, passed out, have no idea how much time has passed, lost your hearing in the process, or there's something else that happened.
Drugs. Calm.
Ooh, magic.
Figure it out. So, can either of you detect magic?
Give me a sec to check my sheet. Don't.
You detect.
Nope, I
Arcana
do
check.
not. I do not.
Wait, I
have
didn't.
detect magic.
Wait a minute. I performed an Arcana check. What was the result?
Yes.
No. I remember I performed an investigation Arcana check. The Arcana performed well, but.
Yeah, but you did the check specifically on the teapot.
Yep.
Oh, that.
So,
I could do an
Wait.
Arcana check.
Yeah, you could have. Oh.
Here you go. Here are my d20s. Plus 3, I got 20. Is my thing lagging again?
no.
No, I heard you.
The DM is lagging.
I can behind on the crucial details.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That is what I thought it was. Don't mind me. Just struggling miserably. So you did. What are you doing the Arcana check on?
And like, I guess the room, my surroundings.
The affected area of any potential spells that are within 100 kilometers of us.
Like, look at that, the thing goes a maximum of 4 miles.
How much am I willing to give away? So you do detect a spell, silence. So that is
Yeah.
why no sound can be
said
heard,
it.
period. You have no bruises on the back of your heads. You were not knocked out. Congratulations. You also detect the residual of what was in the teapot. It's, well, dead, so it's just residue. You can also detect something stronger, but it is behind you. It is not out the door. But it's also above you and below you.
Above, below, and behind.
But it is not through the door.
The door's in front.
It does have almost the
Hold on
exact...
a minute, wait a minute.
Yes.
We're watching each other's back, so you're telling me it's in front of me, above me, and
Okay, I
below me.
forgot you guys were back to back. My bad. I thought you were both... I forgot that detail. It's behind Savvy, in front of you. Because you're the one facing the other door, and she's facing the door to the other door that you guys haven't explored out, right?
Yeah, but also be above us and below us.
Correct. But it does have the almost exact same residual magic feel that what came out of the teapot has. So
What were the results of my arcana on the magic thing inside there last time?
you could feel it, it was there, it was still alive, but it was dying. So by smashing the teapot with the dagger the last time, that basically doomed it.
Okay. Wait a minute. Savvy, correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't that be more of a medicine check?
Huh?
What? Sorry, reading my D&D book to help with the character sheet.
Arcana, I just googled it a minute ago. It can detect any kind of magic, period.
Yeah.
And
but
if the magic is
dying.
fading, and if the magic is a
gotcha.
living thing, it will still tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that living part maybe.
I may be new to this new DMing thing, but Google is a wonderful resource.
Yeah. Last few tabs I had open those last few days. Anyways. Oh, Savvy, can't tell you.
Also, it's the DM's
thing
determined
which is-
discretion.
Yeah, apparently.
Ooh, a failed Arcana check can mean that you learn nothing or that your understanding is incomplete or inaccurate.
Yeah, good thing we rolled high on both Arcana. Nope, we rolled high.
I know,
Nothing,
but
and
I've
doing
learned
nothing.
something wonderful today.
And I've learned I'm not using Arcana check in future unless I guarantee that it will work. Also, why did I pick my second more dexterity than intelligence?
Magic creature to gather information about it. Yeah, gather information. Text. I do recall lore about spells, magic items, magic traditions, plane of existence, including creatures of magical and other worldly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Type, origin, history. Cool. Understanding magical ability. Detecting the presence of magic, and therefore, if the presence of magic is weakened or dying, you would be able to detect that. Yee.
Fine. Spell.
Oh, this music is grating on my ears. Oh, headache. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Darn it.
Mine.
Okay, that's not very D&D. Neither is that.
What gave it away?
It's electro smoke. Let's try this one. It's gonna be less annoying, or
No, I just realized I'm.
it's not terrible.
Anyways, so
So, what you guys gonna do about your newfound knowledge?
So Jazz.
everything there.
Don't think they're there.
Sappy! She's trying to talk, but it's not coming
They're still
through.
texting me instructions.
Oh, that's fine.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't want to type that entire, like, half of that little box, so I just took a photo instead.
Valid.
I don't want to do that much typing. Especially when there's also stuff I was supposed
Oh,
to be
that's
listening
much better.
to that I am not
Okay.
listening to.
That tickles the, what's the word I'm looking for? Headache itch. What a headache. Sorry.
Okay, good.
This music's actually quite nice. Alright, Savvy, ready when you are. What dost thou wish to do?
Do I wish to do?
Given the information. You feel it above you.
Information that I wasn't listening to.
Okay.
When I go
You
through the other
feel-
door in the kitchen.
What? Okay, you might want to listen to the information before you make that decision. Hold on. You can... Excuse me, I'll check out on my own spit. You can feel it coming. Dark magic power coming from above you, below you, behind you. Silver, it's in front of him because he's facing the other door that goes back into the house. You do not actually feel it going out the door that goes out of the kitchen that you haven't explored yet.
Okay,
And
so
it
what
does
you're
have the
saying is
exact
that-
same magic feel, well, very similar to, because the magic feeling of the thing that's dying or dead, it's dead. So it has almost identical magic feeling. So you know you're dealing with the same thing.
But then again, that thing doesn't affect me, so I could still go to the other room.
What other room?
There's another door in the kitchen.
So there's the door you entered from, and then there's the door that goes somewhere that's in between the fireplace and the sink.
Yeah, it's a door that's in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. But you do
I can
not
still go
feel
through
the magic that way.
Oh, I don't feel it.
Yes, it's underneath you, above you, and behind you, and for Silver, it's in front of him because he's facing the door that goes back into the house from where you came.
Oh, right, because I turned around to look at him. Okay.
Yes, you're looking currently at the door that you have not explored yet.
Okay. Further into the house we go. I turn back around. Over there.
Well, technically, you should
Right.
probably stay looking the way you are, but... Alright. Silver, what's the consensus?
You're asking me what I want to do, but then keep going, but are you sure you want to do that? So I change what I'm doing, and you're still asking me if I'm sure I want to do that.
I'm
You're
not
making
changing
this
it.
difficult.
I'm not changing it.
what?
I'm telling you things that might be useful.
Wait, okay, you know what? I got a better idea. I use telepathic speech.
I've
Okay.
been speaking telepathically this whole time.
Yeah, no, we can already establish that. We can use your mind link, and I can form another telepathic speech. Because according to telepathic speech, I can select one creature within 30 feet of me. It doesn't say I have to see this thing or whatever.
Okay.
So I don't have to know where it is. If we have an idea that, hey, something is around us, I just have to form a connection with anything around me. And 30 feet, I'm pretty sure this is a small building.
You're funny. Carry on.
Here's the good news. If it does form, hey, we're good. If it doesn't form, that means I know this thing is not 30 feet from us. So, we're safe. Also, I don't have to concentrate or do anything with this thing. That means as long as it's not near me, I'm basically a warning system.
Essentially, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna use that. You do have to roll for that. Not to use it. You're not rolling to use the spell, FYI.
Yeah, I know, but what am I rolling? I don't need to read its mind. I just need to detect it.
That's a good question. What are you rolling for? Hold on. I should probably figure that
Yeah,
out.
that's why I asked.
Yep, I get it now. Hold on. Alice. What are we looking at here? You want to talk to this thing?
Nope, just detect it.
Just
if I can
detect
hear
it.
some thoughts, I'll know what type of thing it is.
Then you probably want to do an Arcana, which is intelligence. How do you have +4 on Arcana?
No, I don't have a plus.
You do.
Yep. Oh, maybe because I have proficiency and
Even though
I
your
have a
intelligence is
+1,
only
right?
11. And you have +6 on persuasion. How do you have +6 on persuasion? You're away from the mic, bud. We can't hear you.
Okay, I'm checking.
Also, everybody outside patiently waiting is taking a nap.
Am I though?
I mean, you don't really need to sleep. I'm
Wait,
just tired.
depending on things, I might have given myself expertise. Like,
It doesn't matter. I just want you to roll for it. I wasn't that curious. I was more confused than anything.
okay, so you said an Arcana, so I rolled
Intelligence,
12.
yeah, 12, and your intelligence is 11. What does that come out to?
It's basically a +0, so.
And sorry, what did you roll?
You said Arcana.
Yeah, but what'd you roll on the dice?
12.
That's a +1.
I mean a +1.
If you roll 12 with the dice, That's a +1 on your +4 and your 11. That puts you at 16, right, Savvy? I'm starting to get this math thing, okay?
No, I'm just surprised you said a +1.
Yeah, because that's what 12 is. Savvy said the equation to me earlier, and I just happened to remember it. 10 is 0, 12 is 1, 14 is 2, 16 is 3.
No. When you roll, you basically add what the modifier is. Like those +1s on my character, like the -1. If I roll, let's say a 12, and let's say I do strength, you minus the 1. Now, if I have a skill in that thing, then I get extra bonus.
So you currently have 0, right?
But I have a
+4
skill
in Arcana. So
Yeah,
it
I
would
have
be
a proficiency
11
in
intelligence, 11 from your intelligence, 4 from Arcana, and 1 from your roll.
Hold on,
Yes?
Silver, what is your just straight up intelligence
11.
modifier?
Oh, no
Modifier
modifier.
is 0. Modifier is 0.
Okay, so then your Arcana should not be +4.
That's why I
It
was
should
so
only be
confused as to why his Arcana was 4. I remember he explained it to me at
Yeah.
one point. There was something in his thing that made him have that.
I'm just gonna...
Because he had like a +1 to 2 different stats, and I believe he put one Arcana at that point.
No, I think I kept the wrong one. Because Noble Background gives me skills in history and persuasion. Then
And it
Yeah,
was
I
a
must
little
have
bit
kept it on
to
the
do
wrong one.
with the fact that you have a patron, so you kind of have like extras and that stuff or whatever. I don't remember.
no, that's not the reason.
It was
I must have
weird.
missed the wrote that. What's this?
You're +6 in charisma though, and on persuasion does make sense though, because you have a +4. You're 19. Okay, we'll just go with it for now and rectify this later.
Okay, fine. Then okay, +6. I mean, it's okay.
We'll do it 16. Okay, you were rolling to just talk to this thing or detect it, right? Detect it?
Detectives, yeah. If I hear whatever, I don't need to.
Detect whether
Almost
it's
spell it.
within the 30 feet. Okay.
If it's within 30 feet, I will be able to hear something like I can.
Oh.
So the way my telepathic speech. Okay, so you have to know there's a difference between my telepathic speech and Savvy's telepathic. She has mind link, where she can basically connect 2 minds together. I have telepathic speech where I can tell you something, but you can't necessarily tell me back.
Alright, you may regret using that spell.
Why is that?
So all you can hear is the most ungodly screams you have ever heard, almost completely all around you. And they just don't stop. All you can hear is just these constant thousands of screams, just screaming in pain and agony. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Like the Mandrake?
Wait. Wait, no, wait.
The Mandrake from Harry Potter?
Okay, no,
it's pretty
I
nasty.
really need to talk with the people of D&D.
Uh-huh. Over
Telepathic speech. First level, you can select one creature within 30 feet of you and establish temporary telepathic connection. This will likely become a staple ability for you, especially in campaigns prominent featuring ice or social encounter. Think of it as magical texting, except only you can initiate contact.
Yeah, you
Okay, I
initiated
need
contact,
to
so now you
initiate
can
how to
hear.
read.
You definitely initiated contact, so now you can hear the thing. Which is kind of interesting how that works past the silencing spell.
I mean, yeah, it's in the head, so.
I know. It's also in their head, that's why you can hear it. Or should I say their heads?
So I basically just hear this ungodly scream all around.
Yep, except
It
for the
won't
way
be
that
all around
Savvy
me, I
is
just hear
looking.
it.
Oh, you made contact with whatever thing.
Yeah, but
or
it's in the mind. I
things.
can't. No, you don't get it. It's telepathic. You can't detect the sound of telepathic speech where it's coming from.
Okay, excuse
Like, it's
me
in
for
my head.
thinking that it was surround sound.
Not a visual game.
Okay, whatever. You have the terrible scream in your head. Screams.
If
Plural.
I have lag issues with telepathic speech, I will have to contact someone. Someone needs to have something to deal with this.
Yeah,
But
it just
yeah.
sounds like thousands and thousands of blood-curdling screams of pain and agony. I'm not
You
really sure
read
what you...
about the aboleth, right? I sent you the.
Yes, I'm just saying this is what you're hearing. You asked to make
Yes.
contact. This is the sound it's making.
Uh-huh. You remembered my character? And
Yes?
Okay, how much about aboleth do you know?
Whatever you send me. Because I did read through it all multiple times.
Okay, I should have wrote some details about the aboleth.
Well, like, it likes those screams and stuff, right?
It mostly likes any forms of emotions, especially fear and
Yeah.
sadness. Type of emotions.
Yeah. I didn't say how it affects you. I'm just telling you what you hear.
No. When I said I am enjoying this, like,
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. Sorry. Yeah.
good.
So you're hearing this. You're enjoying it, given your twisted, messed up character.
Not me.
Right. The person controlling you, or you don't know.
Like I said, imagine. Okay, I think the simplest way to picture my character. Imagine me. I have a how, like from the beach, a how, but
I am a hula hoop. Sorry.
Oh, so funny thing. I want in the future, once I establish a better connection with that thing, I want to turn it into that.
That's
Awesome.
terrible. Be funny.
Okay, so yeah. Wait a minute. Won't this affect you, Savvy, badly? Because in my head.
Oh yeah, Savvy, are you still connected to his noggin?
I mean,
Hmm?
agree.
So would you hear...
Keep in mind, he's reading someone else's mind. I'm connected to him, but he's connected to someone else. So I don't know if I. So I don't think I would be able to hear the something else's.
Yeah, but
voices.
now it's going through his mind, though, so therefore wouldn't you?
I'm thinking.
It'd be funny if only Savvy could hear the reaction clear as day, but and just be confused as hell on what's going on.
Just the look at him going, you good, man? Should we go with this or not? Savvy is a awful good. Oh,
Shatarkar.
That's gonna be-
I never pronounced it properly.
sorry, what?
Shatarkar. Something called.
Kalishtar? Her
Yes,
name
sir.
is Satara Hayotash. Hayotish or something like that.
The Satara.
Yeah, see, I got it.
What about my character's name?
He couldn't remember Kalishtar.
Oh, yeah, that's my species, Kalishtar.
Does your
Kalishtar is pretty much
species like screaming?
Like 2 + 1s to the mind.
So wait a minute. Speaking of this one, if we infer that if she's reading my mind and causing her to think it's me, what I'm seeing, does that mean I hear it? Her spirit. This is.
Ooh, he's got a valid point. Oopsies. Shush.
Okay, that threw me off because I used to have an alarm set to that exact sound.
Sorry.
I just know that sound because that meant, oh, I'm about to get kicked.
What? That is the sound I have set so I wake up from a nap in case I've fallen asleep so I don't forget to call you. This is what I get, chat, for doing things and stuff for my rude. Anyways, he's got a point. Actually, I kind of like this. If you guys choose to, like,
Okay. So,
listen that way and talk to each other.
yeah, but then again, you know what? Let's not do it because I feel like it'll get too complicated. Because basically now you're gonna have.
I'm gonna go with we're
use
not
5
gonna do it
characters.
at the level you're
Ooh.
at.
Yeah, because we'll be detecting
Well,
5 characters. As that, whatever is in the background, there is my head with my thing and her head with her thing.
Yes.
What if
When you're higher
If you
levels and
really-
your abilities are stronger, we'll revisit this. Yes, Savvy, sorry.
because like if you do want it so like I can somewhat hear the screams and then maybe the screaming thing can somewhat hear me, maybe it's more like obviously I'm directly connected to Silver's mind. So what if I'm hearing the screams almost as if it's like
Background noise.
over the phone? You know how a lot of the time if you're in the same room as someone else who's talking on the phone, you can sometimes hear a bit of the muffled voice
Yeah.
on the other end.
So you
Thinking maybe it's kind of like that, so like I could sort of hear the screaming, but like not really. There's something there, it's not right, but like at the same time I can easily ignore it.
And then as your levels progress, you'll be able to hear more.
Oh, perhaps.
You can do
I don't
that.
know.
Like if I look at
But then that would work in the opposite as well, as in like whatever it is that's screaming can sort of hear me, but like not really.
No, oh, I see what you mean.
Right?
He was only referring to his
This is like-
patron.
Oh, the patron.
like I said, my character has basically my patron inside me. Like that thing is in me, and you have a spirit inside you. Then we're just gonna do something else in this house. But as I said, it's gonna kind of complicate things, but having 5 figures.
I don't know, it would be kind of fun, but I'm not ready to let you guys be traumatized by that yet.
Uh-huh.
It's traumatizing.
The EDM is traumatizing the players, obviously.
No, because it's kind of worse. Because I am basically gonna hear the spec of some old World War II veteran nobody, and she's gonna hear a mind emotion eating Leviathan. One of us is getting traumatized, and I don't know who has a worse thing in this thing. You realize those things are in
So, if I allowed this to happen right now, given what you guys are up against, what's in your own heads right now is not the thing I'm worried about. It's the thing you're hearing from outside of your heads that I'm worried about.
They're in the walls. They're in the walls.
There's some sort of silence spell. We don't hear anything outside of our heads.
Well, through him. It's another person.
We hear it
and-
in our heads.
Yes.
Just put it there.
My point being is it's like it's another thing creating that sound in their head that he's connected to. Or not things. Because it's a lot of voices, a lot of blood curdling voices. Do you guys remember what you're fighting? So, I want you guys to look at my screen for a moment.
And what?
I need you guys to look at my screen for a second and read something.
It's too small.
A CR-60.
How do I zoom?
You have us fighting.
Something that should have killed you, but I kind of nerfed it a little bit.
The zoom option should be at the options section of your window. So like your internet tab, all the way to the top. You got like the URL.
I got
the
it.
hell?
All the way to the far. Yeah, there you
No. Someone needs to understand and answer me this important question. What the hell is a skill diplomacy?
Huh?
Look at its skills.
Diplomatic.
Am I like missing this?
Lower skills, yeah. Concentration plus 24, diplomacy plus 6. Hide? What do you mean hide? 6.
Samuel.
No, go up. It's in the.
Oh, I
skills
see.
thing.
Okay, you're not looking at my other thing. I get it now. This makes sense. You're looking at my stream. I didn't realize the delay. Yeah, concentration, diplomacy, hide. So this thing can talk to things and get in your head. That's the whole one. Listen, move silently, search, spellcraft. So this is what you guys are up against. I just kind of like half nerfed it. So
why does this thing sound more like a hunter?
now this thing right here is something you should be worried about. This is what got you in the first place.
Whoever made this thing.
Okay. Space 15 to 20 feet. This thing can also fly, which is not fantastic.
Fly?
Oh yeah, this thing is busted. Anyways,
Yeah, the fact that they wrote perfect, that means that you wrote
so this is why you guys can do anything to it, because dispel evil spell or similar effect can be enacted by a holy weapon, the only or holy object of any kind. So this is why you guys can actually hurt this thing. Now, this is the part. This is the part that you might want to pay attention to. Each touch by a dream-vested tendril drains a portion of the victim's mind. The non-intelligent or mindless creatures are immune to dream vestiges' lascivious caresses. Wow. Each touch deals 1d4 points of intelligence drains to the victim. When a dream vestige drains a victim's intelligence, it gains 5 temporary hit points no matter how many points it drains. Temporary hit points gained in this way last for up to 1 hour. Should a dream vestige ever acquire a number of... This is the important bit, though. A number of temporary hit points equal to the full amount of hit points it self-spawns. So, given that the friar said this has happened before, that's why there's more than one. But you don't actually know how many there are. Because the friar also told you this thing is old. Okay, at the beginning of a dream vestige, subsequent action of a creature has been drained to 0 intelligence. So this is if they attacked you. The victim's body is automatically engulfed and dissolved by the dream vestige, leaving nothing behind nor even dust. However, it just absorbed all of the mind of its victim. So what do you think those screams are you're hearing?
We're hearing the screams of its victims.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to know how much you nerfed it by, because we have to roll a plus 20, and I don't...
You don't have to roll that high because you have the holy weapons. You're fine.
That's right. I'm good. I can move mine.
Where's the part that I need to go over with you guys? Because there is one
you're not
spot that's got to make sense. Where is it? Dun, 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 dun.
I'm probably gonna head to bed since my character probably isn't coming in until after you're done with the mansion.
I'm so sorry, Chaos. Honestly, we could get you in halfway through the mansion. They just have to find this thing first. Literally, as soon as they find it, everybody's jumping in.
Yeah.
So that will happen
speaking of
next
which,
week. But
Rose, where do you get this thing? And what the heck is a plus DC of flat?
how did I find this thing? I
No,
wanted to
scroll
put
up.
you guys under sleep, so I looked up what creature in D&D was capable of that, and this was it.
Yeah, AC 31 minus 2 and flat-footed 26. This thing is
That's stealth.
flat-footed.
See you guys next
doesn't
week.
Flat-footed is a stealth thing. Yes.
You're definitely, as far as nerfing it, you definitely have to lower the AC because we're not going to be able to roll high enough to ever hit it.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I'm 100% aware of that. I have nerfed it enough where you guys will be able to kill this thing if you don't do something terribly stupid or roll miserably. Don't worry. Okay, where is the thing that I needed to read? Because there's one more important piece of this. Where is its description of how this thing looks? That's what I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. I just need to remember what it looks like. The original dream vestige was born from the nightmares of an entire city, as all of its citizens died in cursed sleep. Curse that's some attribute to Orcus. Since then, the creature has spawned itself many times over. Dream vestige 100. Stocks prey on rooftops. Oh, here it is. Okay, a sudden visceral dread, its frightful presence ability heralds the creature's arrival, at which time the whispers, moans, and lamenting of its subsumed victims become audibly apparent. Also, it probably understands a lot of languages. Okay, where's the description of how this thing looks? Because when I was describing to you guys what you saw, I took it from this page and now I can't find it. Oh my goodness. Gracious. Okay, am I not taking it from this page then? Hold on.
Dream vestige is cool. I literally just looked up D&D dream vestige.
The thing looks dope. Like, it is...
Trust me, I don't think D&D will make a good one, but I know Pinterest has something that will.
This thing, yeah, this is what I described to you guys, was this creepy, scary thing. Here we go, yeah, this is directly from the page. Yeah, there we go. So it's basically tons and tons of skulls and stuff that you just see coming out of the smoke, and that's what's screaming, because that's all its prior victims. Nasty.
Hold on, there was something I remember about a dream vestige. Because this is not my first time, like, I remember one of... there was something interesting about those skulls.
So yeah, this is what you guys are up against. But don't worry. It's not going to be that bad. And a lot of this stuff has been, in a way, already nerfed because of the friar trapping it inside the house to begin with, or inside the fence line. So it hasn't been able to get as many in a long time, so it is weaker. On purpose. Like, I have ways to explain why it's weaker. What do you mean? It's 10:13 my time?
No, what time is it in the campaign?
You guys went there in the morning. It's probably like around 2 o'clock right about now.
So these things are actually vulnerable to sunlight?
Yes, but it's in a house.
Yeah, my plan of burning this building is looking more and more tasty by the frickin' minute. But let's continue.
You're onto something though, yes. The only reason you guys are exploring the house is because there is some stuff to find in the house, but...
I remember what I saw was interesting about doing this. This is the problem with me. I remember something was good about something, I just can't remember what was that.
And also the fact that it has a vessel, so you guys don't need to fight the thing head on. That is actually its biggest weakness, and you guys kind of exploited that by killing the tea kettle. So you guys have to find the vessel and or vessels if there's more than one, and figure out how to destroy the vessel. That would be your easiest way to get rid of these things, instead of having to fight it head on, because you guys, quite frankly, probably need to be your best bet. Advancement. Huge. Gargantuan. That's funny. It's possible to kill it if you took it head on, but it would not be ideal. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Rose, I need you to look at something in the D&D chat, and this is, I think these guys came up with the same problem. Or I had.
I was wondering if Mr. Elmer can cast a telepathic bond on us.
Where is that bloody video?
Okay. You want to set up a telepathic bond? I think that's important. Although it's not going to hurt us. Is it the whole psychic thing?
I'm the most powerful sorcerer in the world.
And I'm the most powerful sorcerer. Warlock. That's great.
Yeah, the only video about Dream
Telepathic
Message I have
bond
is
is
9 minutes long,
It's good.
which I watched.
When you say it like that, you just have to know that that puts a lot of fear. I'm glad. Warlock. That's great. So telepathic bond and water breathing looks like it works.
Yeah.
It's good to know. When you say it like that, you just have to know that that puts a lot of fear. I'm glad.
Basically, it's up to the DM's discretion what goes.
Not always necessary, it's still a role-playing story game.
Yeah.
You can control how things work, but we still can control what that's
Oh, that's cool. I can also click on things. That is so neat. What?
well, let's not. I feel like I'm just gonna end up metagaming the whole thing, so let's just.
Poor Silver is just overkilling all of this right now.
Over.
Or you're trying to. I don't, you're having fun, and that's the important thing. Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
Remember, since it's telepathic speech, I know it's within 30 feet of us. I just can't tell where it is. Savvy does, so we hear this thing around us. We hear it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you hear it. She kind of hears little echoes, muffled version of it. You know it is not through the door you have not walked through yet.
Yeah. Also, since I rolled high on Arcana, that means I'm able to detect if I know this thing, but I did see this magic.
So based on where Savvy's looking at the door, it is not to her left, but it is to her right. It is not to your right, Silver, because you're facing the other way, and it is to your left. That you also feel it. So above, below, those directions, and prior directions. Not out the door that you haven't been through, and not to the side outside the house.
Okay, well, I still need to get the hell out of this.
Figure it out.
I just tell Savvy that not so sure if you can detect this, but something sounds like something. Why do you go right?
So what'd you say, Savvy?
I didn't say anything.
Oh.
I know someone's pulling me.
What do you wish to do, Savvy? You guys gotta figure this one out. Also, Savvy, is this entirely normal to spend this much time figuring things out?
I'd like to say no. I'm sure on one hand, this is the first campaign you've DM'd, and you have plenty of a couple beginner D&D players. But also, I spent the first, 4 years of playing D&D, where the only time we got to play was during lunch at school, so you need to plan out as much as you can, because you only have half an hour of gameplay before you have to clean up and go to class.
Right.
right? So you need to have as much ready as possible so you can get as much done in those 30 minutes as you can. Right, so that and the other couple BMs that I've played with have been more experienced, so I'm more adapted to the slightly faster gameplay, slightly quicker, like, let's see, we've been in call for, what, like, 3 hours?
I've been streaming
Right.
for almost 2. Yeah.
Right. So we've been going for multiple hours and have hardly gotten anywhere. That what I'm used to is like, oh yeah, half an hour has gone by and we've gotten several rounds of turns in. Big Bad Evil is almost dead. We're almost dead, but hey, we're winning somehow. You know, hey, look at that. Now we also get a pile of trauma.
So what's something we could do to help speed it up? Because quite frankly, it's a lot of people just asking questions and trying to figure things out. That is what is taking so long, at least from my
really
perspective.
the main thing is that...
And I don't think it's a bad thing.
Really the main thing is that other than Chaos and I, who've been playing D&D for several years, it's just that you guys are more like beginners. You're still learning, so it's going to be slower. Because you have to learn what on earth you're doing before you can even explain it to anyone else.
That, and I also think, kind of limited. I'm an average mind, focus more on charming stuff than attacking stuff. And you're a druid, so very limited things we're doing here.
I'm a druid. I'm more adapted for being out in the wilderness, thank you. As opposed to in a fancy house.
Okay, well, now that I have your attention, what do you want to do, given the information that you now know about where this thing may or may not be? Or isn't, because that's pretty defined.
As I said earlier, since evidently it's not through the other door that's also in the kitchen, I'd like to turn around and go back through the doorway in which we came.
Silver, are you agreeing with this?
Yep. I have no
I
idea
try
what
and
that
go
thing looks like.
towards where I sense the energy.
Okay, so you walk through the door, and then you head to the hallway where the front door is, where there is a door to your left and a stairway going down.
Down.
Mm-hmm. Stairway going down and a door to your left.
Happened to the stairway going up.
Yeah, there was one.
It hasn't moved.
Never mentioned a stairway going down earlier. Like last week at all.
But I did mention a door.
If
now
I'm
you
not
see
mistaken,
a
there
door.
was a stairway going up, then in front of it, then there was a door which we went through, if I'm not wrong, right?
So there was a door you could see and a stairway going up. That's what you saw last week. You guys walked into the kitchen. Now you've walked out of the kitchen, and now you see a stairway going down and another door. Same spots though, but they seem to be just reversed from what you saw. So where you saw a stairway going up, there's now a door. Where you saw a door, there's now a stairway going down.
So did the house shift?
I think you're overthinking this just a little bit, honey.
A map. You just bring the map back up so I can get a visual understanding of what's going on.
Hold on.
Struggle is honestly wrong,
Let
considering
me
that
get this.
into my background. I have excellent memory of maps and geography.
Well, it's all good. I can fix this. Oops. Okay. So, oops. Nope. Okay. If you look at my camera on Discord. So. Okay. That's the window you guys came in. Right there. That's the front door. So that's the window you came through. This is the living room. That's the door you walk through.
Wait, why are you showing this?
She is misunderstanding something.
okay.
I haven't written the rest of it, so you guys can't actually see it, so don't worry about it. So if I tilt this way, it's kind of upside down. So yeah, there's your window. You came in through the window. There's the living room. That's the table. That's the bookshelf. That's the cabinet. Ignore what's written there. Don't read that part. There's a door there. That's the door you went through that leads to the foyer. And it's a high ceiling foyer. I may have not described that last time, so that might be a little bit of a spoiler. That's the door to the kitchen that you guys went through. Right here, just there, that's a door. When you walked through, this was a door. And this was stairs up. When you came back out, the door was here on the stairs going up, but there was the door for the stairs down was gone.
Yeah, I see. So, okay. Which means someone or something was there, opened door from the down, the stairs that go down, but then the stairs that go up are now closed.
Like I said, you were overthinking it.
Well, you didn't.
Just
I didn't know that there was a door on either of the stairs. You never specified that.
But you also didn't inspect it, and doors can be well hidden in their hinges, so it doesn't matter. Architecture. Yeah. Also, truthfully, I forgot which was which. So, we're going with this. It adds more to it anyways. Long story short, there's a door on both. But you're not going to be able to see that until you walk up to it, though. Just right now. The door that was before open is closed, and the door before that was closed is open. Essentially. Okay, now what? Now that we've figured that out.
I think I could feel some of that energy, like, above me.
Above you, below you, behind you, and to your right when you were facing the door you have not gone through yet.
Well, based on the fact that the door for the stairs going down is now open, it's kind of like, hey, come this way. Do I want to go up instead?
Silver?
Wait, sorry, Sabi, can you repeat what you said?
She said, since the door going downstairs is now open, she would like to go upstairs where the door is closed.
Because the door is open, so it's almost like it's saying, come this way. Do I want to go up instead?
So we're not going into the nice wide open basement?
You don't know it's wide open.
I mean, you can see that there's no door there right now. That's visible to your eye where you're standing.
You're missing a lot of description because we don't know if there's light down in the basement or not. We're not describing this stuff beforehand. We can't make decisions on stuff we don't know.
They're both.
I have several things, but they ruin a lot of things, so I'm kind of limited.
You cannot see anything but darkness looking into the basement.
I have dark vision.
I know.
I do not.
See, this is the funny thing about this. Wait, one moment.
Do you guys remember seeing fire anywhere?
No.
What was in the kitchen?
You could say that one, but
There's an oven.
Which I mentioned last week had a fire in it.
Is there still fire?
Given that we paused time magically, yes. I should not be problem solving for you guys. But you're right, Savvy, I should be giving more details. There's two chandeliers above your head that give a little bit of light.
I'm trying to figure out if I can just use my firebolt and just hold it in my hand.
How small can you make your fireball?
Basically, like, I'm basically not using it as an attack.
How powerful is this thing according to the definition?
Oh, it's a firebolt in a wooden house.
Sorry, did you say fireball or firebolt?
Firebolt. The firebolt is a 3rd level spell. I don't have access to that. Like, you saw the image of my character?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically imagine that. But so that's what I'm thinking. Can I actually use it the way he's using it? Like, just putting it in my hands?
So, does it burn you to hold it?
One, it's magical, and second, I'm a thief.
I'm just
Like, it's
making
essentially me
sure.
just casting out a firebolt and just holding it in my hand. Or, yeah, that. But unfortunately, the spell does say it's an attack.
Wanna attack your hand?
Huh.
Take some damage if you did that.
I'm a thief.
You said it was an attack though.
Yeah,
Two
fire
things
attack.
I remember, but at the very least have resistance to fire.
Yes.
Sure.
Should have taken a light spell or something if this is how it goes.
You have to roll for it though.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If I miss, I'm basically burning the wooden house. It won't affect me at all, but it will burn the house.
So,
So do you want me
you're
to
gonna
roll?
roll for wisdom for survival.
What do you mean What do you mean roll for survival? This is my tiefling. What do you mean roll?
I'm not rolling for you to roll the spell, to do the spell. I'm rolling for the aftermath.
You do realize it won't affect me. It's an attack.
Maybe it's not your survival I'm worried about.
I 13. And there's a +4 if you wanna use my charisma since it's gonna use my charisma to use. So basically it's a 18. I mean 7.
What?
Again, this
Survival
spell
is a
uses my charisma,
Oh.
but the spell uses my charisma. So 7.
Well, I told you weren't rolling for the spell.
But to use it, that's a problem. That's what I told you. Like I told you, I'm not worried about it being used. Like, it won't affect me.
I know that.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'll allow it. You, cast your spell, but it is a little unstable, because you've never held it in your hand before.
Sure. Missile being from hell. Never been through fire.
If you do let go of it, though, you might have a problem.
I won't.
Also, Savvy, don't get near it. It's gonna hurt.
What? Afraid of fire?
It's not the fire we're afraid of. It's the person holding the fire.
Murder. Yeah.
Wow. Shots fired. It's supposed to be the bolt, not shots. Come on.
The bolt is being contained. So, are we saying that I can use this as a torch, or do we have to get something in the face?
Since it is an attack, I do need you to pick an object or something to attack.
I don't see what's inside there. What am I kidding?
Something you can see right now. Pick something, anything that you see right now. You have to pick a target. And just know
I
that
did
the
want to do that. I wanted to do that for a long
only
time.
thing stopping it from hitting the target is you holding it in your hand with all your might. Because that is a bolt of lightning or fire that you are trying to hold on to.
Okay.
So what's the
Alright.
target?
No, that ruins the idea. If I'm holding it in my hand like that, that means... Okay, so I'm trying to use this thing as a torch.
Correct.
So if I'm
and
holding
it
it
is...
the way you're describing it, then it's useless.
Have you ever seen Zeus hold a bolt of lightning?
Yes.
Think of it that way. You're gonna have light on both hands. Don't worry about it. The difference is it's trying to escape your hand and go to its target. Don't let go. Now tell me the target.
Okay, I throw it down the basement.
You're throwing it in the basement, or the target is the basement?
I don't see what's in there.
So
Target's the basement.
the basement is the target?
Yes.
Okay. So just remember, if you let that thing go, it's probably gonna go for the ground beneath your feet. When you're in the basement.
That won't affect me.
So he thinks.
It may affect the person with you.
It's my spell.
It ain't her
Yeah,
spell.
me, but not me.
Savvy, you might want to learn something called fire resistance pretty quick.
I at least have my create/destroy water.
See,
If
there you
anything
go.
catches on fire, there's boom, 10 gallons of water.
Just sploosh.
I also have a healing spell.
Perfect. Alright, so you both wish to descend the stairs with your makeshift torch.
Sure. Weird about someone holding a bolt of fire.
So who's going first?
Well, I'm holding the torch, so I might as well.
Alright, you waddle your way down the stairs. Savvy, are you following him?
I wanted to go upstairs.
And
I am very lost.
wait,
Wait, did you
you
want
said the
to...
door is closed
To the upstairs,
for
yeah.
upstairs.
Did you bother to see if it was unlocked?
Open the door.
I have several ways of opening that door, and again, this is a wooded house. You want me
Okay.
to let go of my bolt?
You have 2 hands.
Uh-huh.
Are you incapable of opening a door with your other hand?
Yes.
Oh heavens, I forget how many people are not ambidextrous that way. That's terrifying. Sorry. Silver, are we going upstairs or downstairs? Because Savvy wanted to go upstairs.
Okay, I thought we were going. My intent was we were going downstairs. Okay, if we're doing the upstairs one, then I don't need this bolt of... You know what? I'm gonna hold it. Just so you know, if anything pops out, I just have to let it.
But you
have already
have a target though, and that is the basement. So if you let go, it's going to the basement.
They're both. Okay, fine. Just so you know, I'm gonna let go, so it's gonna go basically like Mjolnir. Anything that's in front of it.
Yep, I'm
or is the
aware.
basement.
I'm aware. It's going straight to the floor.
Okay.
All right, who's opening the door or trying to?
I can. I'm the one that wants to go up there.
I want you to roll for performance. Charisma.
Just a door.
It is just
So
a
she
door.
thinks.
Wouldn't you tell us if it's locked or not?
No, I just want to see if you can do it.
I mean, roll for charisma. Am I seducing the door or something?
No, it's for performance.
And there go a bunch of my characters.
What did I do?
I rolled for her 18.
Savvy, do you accept this roll?
Unless she rolls a 20 or 19.
Meme rolled for you as an 18. Do you accept that roll?
I think you roll for me.
He was just
I'm just
being
bored and
bored.
casually rolling. Yep. I'm just being silly. I heard that you lost some character sheets. So.
Guess what? With the roll I unintentionally ended up rolling, I end up with a 17 anyways.
And your wisdom is +3 and your performance is +2, so that puts you at 22.
Am I doing wisdom or performance? Performance is from charisma.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Performance is this. It's what the
So that's 21.
dexterity.
Still.
No, wait. Why are we
Oh,
doing
it's not 21, it's
performance?
16.
Dexterity, wisdom, or charisma.
You'll see. Don't worry.
No,
about
no. Why are we doing performance? That doesn't.
That's
see,
what
you
I
know
want to know.
it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's see. Dexterity, my final number is 17. Wisdom, the final number is 18. Charisma, the final number is 17. There we go. All the numbers.
Did not need to know all of them, but the one I did need to know was charisma for a performance check.
It's a surprise tool for later.
You may open the door now. However you so choose to open a circular doorknob.
Turn open.
As it creaks open, you see the butler standing right in front of you.
I closed the door.
Hello there.
Well, hello there. Now do you understand why I needed you to roll performance or what?
That still wouldn't make sense why we're rolling for performance.
It kind of does.
No.
Yeah, because you're trying to bluff her way out of something. Had she chosen to, it would have been funny.
No,
Anyways.
performance is what you're trying to, you know, wow someone.
Yes, and maybe she needed to.
Vessels.
I don't think you get it. We just showed up to someone who we don't expect to be there. Then we just said like, hello there.
Pretty much. Also,
Exactly
you hear
my
the door
point.
opening again. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Just so you know, I have a machine gun in my pocket, and it's called. I'm gonna even burn this place down.
Savvy, you may want to stop him.
I have.
Do you really want to deal with me, or do you want to deal with a butler?
Let's see. Ooh. I should probably get the rain of holy water going. Especially because if what I remember from last week is correct, the butler is one of the vessels.
And what did we agree on? If we ran into things, what were we gonna do?
Part the holy water.
And
Rain.
And
The others?
tell the others that you ran into something so we can come in and help. Yes. After
And
you
which
start
one
the
of
rain.
us exactly. So what? We just turn on the rain, then run outside.
No, turn on the rain and then savvy telepass us. Duh.
We have a mind link, but it's already being used. Both of us are using all
Guys, you guys are more than 10 feet away from me. I won't be able to connect.
Wait. Silver's goes farther, so you're using Savvy's mind link,
Yeah,
so you can
but
use
mine
yours
is
to talk
connected.
to us.
No, mine is connected to that thing.
Did you not disconnect it?
Nope.
Oh. Guess you guys did not think that one through. Unfortunate.
No, what do you mean we did?
But you know, that spell doesn't require any concentration. I could start the rain and you can go run over to the window and like gesture for everyone else to come in.
Or he can just go open the front door.
Or open the front door, whatever. You get them, I start rain. It's also like 10:45.
Yes, I'm aware. I do need to get to bed here shortly.
I'm actually gonna grab a drink real quick.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do? So that way we can plan this and have this ready to go next week. That way we can jump right into it. Know exactly what we're doing.
Oh, is this we're trying to look for a way? What direction? Wait a minute. You inverted the building.
What?
No, it's not inverted. Can we see windows?
No. Actually, no, I take that back. There is one up above the large oak door.
The guys outside able to see that?
Yeah, but it's above your head. You ain't gonna be able to see out of it.
Yeah, no problem. Wait, what do you mean you can't see? I'm asking the ones outside.
It's a super high window.
Can they
We're
see?
like right next to the house. We're not gonna be able to see it. Or won't be able to see through it to whatever you're trying to show us.
I'm asking, can they see the window?
We can see kind of part of it. Have you ever tried to be up close to a window that's like high above your head? How much of it do you see through the window?
I don't think you understand the question. I'm not asking can they see through the window. I'm asking can they see the window.
Yes. What are you planning
Okay.
to do?
I'm using another firebolt. I can't use the flash switch, but I can hit the window.
But your firebolt is aimed at the basement.
Yes. It's a cantrip. I can use another one.
Right.
The
Okay.
spell has already been triggered. All I have to do is open my hand and just cast another one.
So the other one goes in the basement while you cast another one.
Yes, and if there's anything down there burning, well, extra sounds.
Nice. Alright. There we go. That's planned for next week. We have planned.
So yeah, I basically created a signal trap. Besides, that whole thing, shooting that thing, that's rough.
Well, actually, it's your fault for thinking you were going into the basement. My fault
yeah,
for
my
forgetting you
idea
were going
was
into
to
the...
say it's in my hand, not firing it.
It's an attack, though, so therefore we had to pick a target.
Not necessarily. You can just ready it. You don't need to have it set to go somewhere.
Can you do that with a? Can you do that with a bolt?
It's called firebolt, but it's basically like you shooting basically like this charge of fire, not, a bolt like a lightning bolt.
Are you sure?
Fireball, because isn't fire bolt?
Its
that
name
third
is
level?
you hurl a mote of fire.
You
What
roll
the heck is a
what?
mote?
A mote? That is a fairly big piece of thing. That's an old English word too.
I thought moat was for small.
Well, like it's small-ish, but it's still pretty big. Because in the Bible, they refer to a moat and then like a beam. A moat was still. Actually, no. You might be. Never
A
mind.
small piece of pure fire.
Oh. Man, that team
Yeah.
description sucks. I understand why you were confused about holding it in your hand now.
It's called
Yep.
particle or speck, especially of dust.
Yep, I get it now. You
This
know
is a
what?
small
Let
thing.
it go aim and hit the basement. It ain't gonna hurt it that bad.
You know, it catches anything on fire. The spell does say that, and you did agree this is a wooden building. So yeah, flammable objects.
The building might be wooden, but what do you think the floor of the
It's going
basement's
into a
made out of?
basement where the basement is mostly like stone and brick and dirt.
Exactly. So is it going to get dirt and stone on fire, or?
It says a
We
flammable objects,
in the
but it's
basement,
good as well.
a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Remember, we don't see what it is, so as far as I'm concerned, it's gonna hit anything that's down there. I didn't pick the
so don't you also have dark vision, Silver?
Yeah, but we didn't go in there. It's basically like imagine someone opened a door to a basement and you just chuck a torch in.
No, but if we're at the top of the stairs, you'd still be able to see down them. Because dark vision, if I remember correctly, for yours it's by
Yeah, I know.
60 feet.
Yeah,
so you
it's
would be
pretty.
able to see well into the basement.
Okay. So
Well,
think this
I
is the
will.
case.
I will get the description going for you next week, and we'll dive into that. Okay. Okay. I'll even like PM the description to you too. That way you'll have it in advance and we can mull it over. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oopsie daisies. Sorry, we did not make a whole lot of progress again.
This is the problem with this thing.
The key thing is, was everybody having some level of fun? Savvy, were you
I had
having
to
fun?
ask what.
Huh?
Every time you asked what I wanted to do, you then had to ask again later because you kept forgetting what I wanted to do, and then we ended up not doing what I wanted to do.
Well, I mean, you are going to get to go up the stairs now. But yes, you're right, that kind of sucks. It's heavy.
If you'd asked what I want to do, we wouldn't act upon that immediately because instead you enjoy being able to gather what everyone is wanting to do because then it can happen kind of simultaneously, but then as a result, forget what I'm wanting to do. Especially because you and Silver tend to have a lot of conflicting ideas, so you have to sort that out, get it all ironed out.
So what I'm
and working.
hearing is I need to ask you last.
Maybe?
Or I should probably go back to the original, what's the word I'm looking for? Turn base? That I've kindly left behind by accident. Also, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope to catch y'all next time for awesome, fun, and crazy adventures with Juan, whoever I might be chilling with. Till then, stay safe, stay awesome, have fun, stay out of trouble. Unless, of course, have some fun and all. Catch y'all next time.